To everyone that's just so pressed because I have braids and I'm a white girl, I have one question for y'all. Do you believe that cultures should be shared? And if the answer is no, why do you believe in
First,
segregation?
about to say that she looks great in those braids. It's amazing how she looks like. But when you say sharing culture and then you talk about segregation, that's what I want to understand. Do you believe that culture should be shared? And what's the term for that? Should culture be shared? Or is there any barrier that tells people to remain in this frame of culture and not experience what's happening in different cultures? Let's look at that. So many people came in. Some are against it because she didn't get the right advice. You realize that afterward, she got it wrong and had to shave, had to like cut off her hair. And right now, let's go slowly in the video as we explain and we get to understand this. But I pause on this. This is the bottom line. Should culture be shared?
When I say white girls shouldn't wear braids, I'm not saying that because I just don't want you to wear my hairstyles and I just want to gatekeep everything. I'm saying that because that contributes to a bigger societal issue that a lot of people don't want to recognize. Do y'all know how many people have grown platforms and careers and lifestyles and six-figure salaries off the black aesthetic?
But I keep hearing my people, but I'm not seeing my
lifestyles and six-figure salaries off the black aesthetic. Their lips, their butts, wearing darker makeup, tanning, wearing our hairstyles, saying our sayings, doing our mannerisms. And yet black women that naturally are like that are being discriminated against, experience racism, lose our jobs, get harassed and killed by the police. So the more white people saturate our spaces, the less likely we are to receive the credit and the fair treatment for the things that we create. Think about it. If you have a white person and a black person in the room, there's a chance that that white person could receive credit. But if there's no white person in the room, you have no choice but to give that black person the credit. So it's not just a hairstyle. It's also a respect thing. This is something that white people still have not learned throughout history. You cannot be in everyone's space. You don't have the right to be in everyone's space. You have to learn to be okay with people telling you, no, you can't have this. This is ours. You did not go through what we went through to create these things, so we do not want you to participate. So yeah, I don't care if a white girl wears braids. I care that when she does that, that contributes to an issue in society that continues to affect my life.
That's her opinion on what on white people wearing braids. So let's listen to a different perspective. But you can still leave your thoughts on that same perspective. And if you have a different one, kindly leave your thoughts. You can see it's a struggle, and even children are trying. This girl is crying while doing braids, but she loves them, so she's just enduring. And the mom is there to wipe tears. And
for those of y'all who don't know what happened to my real hair, I had to cut it because it got matted the last time I did braids. I didn't know that you're supposed to detangle before you take a shower because I've never done braids before, so I always just hop in the shower and wash my hair and it's fine. But, you know, you can't do that after you get braids. So now I know how to detangle, and I'll do it right from now on. And even if I don't, I'll still do it again.
So should white girls wear braids? A lot of people say no because it's cultural appropriation and they don't understand the meaning of it, so it's really offensive. But personally, I would say yes. If you want to wear braids, go for it. It's an amazing hairstyle. It's really nice. I don't even say no because apparently it rips out white people's hair, which is not nice.
so the term is culture appropriation. I'm really learning a lot lately. Let's listen to this girl too. What does she have to say?
I want to talk about this because I hate when people say culture should be shared. Culture, POCs are not obligated to share anything with anyone. I am pro gatekeeping. Gatekeep your culture. Gatekeep your culture all you want because that's your culture. White people are not entitled to participate in it, and oftentimes white people say this to absolve themselves of accountability. Actual cultural exchange means enveloping yourself not only in that culture but with the people of that culture, learning it from the people of that culture, talking to the people of that culture, not cherry picking pieces of their culture that you saw on the internet because you think it'll look good in your aesthetic. Y'all say culture should be shared just so people won't complain about your appropriation. But you're not exchanging culture. Your white entitlement has allowed you to feel obligated to take whatever you want from POC culture. That is not culture exchange. That is white entitlement.
For her, she views it as entitlement. What do you think? Leave your thoughts kindly. I want to hear from you.
You see, I was gonna leave this alone, but this is lies, deception, and cap. Okay, like that little schmiddle part. You know, I wasn't gonna say anything, but we're gonna say something now. See, she was making those comments like, I bet your nose is large as F, and all these like questionable comments. I wasn't gonna say anything, but now it feels like it gives me permission to drag, so drag we shall. Okay, so this lady right here, this black lady, this braider, definitely played up in her head. Like, you see these parts, and I want her to get her entire bag, 500 plus. Like, she deserves every coin because she played up in her head and got away with it. So she deserves the whole bag. Like, it is not parted in the middle at all. It's parted to the schmiddle, to the schmiddle. And I think that's perfectly fine because the color scheme kind of gives it like a little like je ne sais quoi. I don't know. It gives it something. And for me personally, I do not care who wears braids. Personally, me, okay? But just to let you know, for your hair type or whatever, you might end up with like bald spots and it's a lot of tension, but you do you. You got the attention you wanted. Okay, we're done now. Next.
So let me leave my thoughts here. As I said, I've interacted with like 54 nationalities where I am schooling right now. I'm in international school, but we have a cultural day where we come together, we appreciate different cultures. White people show their cultures. Let me say Sierra Leone, all those different Nigerians, Liberians, all those countries in Africa and also Canada, across the globe, China. We come together and everyone showcase their cultures. And then what we do, we learn from each other. So when these different people come with their food, we test each other's food, and then they might even visit you. You made this food and we want to learn from you. So you associate first with the people of that culture instead of like discriminating those people, and then do what you want, what they're doing, because there's something you want to gain from them. So that's what is hurting black people, seeing white people wearing braids. I would have gotten from this. And so there's no need for entitlement. So if you want to learn a different culture, try as hard as you can to at least associate with those people so that you don't feel like you are stealing from them. Like, yeah, I deserve it.
To everyone that's just so pressed because I have braids and I'm a white girl, I have one question for y'all. Do you believe that cultures should be shared? And if the answer is no, why do you believe in segregation?
Did you just hear what you said? Y'all be saying stuff sometimes. Y'all be saying stuff sometimes. And I don't know if y'all hear yourself when you talk. Because so your explanation of sharing culture and not sharing culture is togetherness or segregation. And what you're clarifying for everybody is that in y'all's minds, the idea of being together means you must take somebody else's stuff. Because you stated it loud and clear that if you don't share culture, you must want segregation. Working backwards, implying that in order for us to be together, you must use and utilize my stuff, our stuff. And that is you guys' understanding of sharing that you have showed us throughout history. You make that statement as a standard good versus bad, as if segregation is bad and unity is good. And that's what trips me up about that word unity. Because for y'all, the idea of unity is not respect. It is not togetherness. It is utilization and exploitation of somebody else's culture, identity, and resource, land, and body labor. That is your understanding of togetherness. And I don't have to clarify it. You just did. Even in that sharing, it's not even mutual. And what the hell could you share with black people that we would want? From in your culture of whiteness, what could you share from your culture of white that we would want? What do you think black people want from you to mutually share anything in exchange that your people have not forced upon us through violence, psychological, physical, and emotional violence? Give me one thing you think you could offer black people that you could share that we would actually desire and want. Exactly. Not a damn thing. So this is not a mutual exchange. You understand when you take something, you don't pay for it, and you don't give nothing back for it. You understand that's pilfering, that's thievery, that's robbery. Is your description of unity. for black people. That has always been you guys' descriptions. Unity, by the way. By the way, that's how you guys always enter our space. Banking on the innate kindness of black people. The kindness that has always been responded to from your collective with violence. I have yet to see throughout history you guys utilizing this unity and sharing without stealing. And you're still doing it in 2023. The bare minimum that you can give is respect. And you don't even have that. So basically you want to utilize black people and their culture without giving not a damn thing back. And for that, I have nothing to say in critiquing you in the braids. Because there's nothing we as black people can do to you worse than that traction alopecia gonna do to make your head sabu. As far as I'm concerned, thank you for clarifying for everybody, so that when black people say that they want to be separate, not segregate, separate from you, it's justified. It's justified because there has not been a time that being with you does not suck us dry. It's solidifying for some black people, not all, why they want to get the fuck away from y'all. So you're not doing much by all the multitude of videos proclaiming how you could do whatever the fuck you want. We already know that, dear. We know that thievery is excused in your community. It's just about time that the translation is clear. And the translation of togetherness for y'all is stealing from us. Understanding that black is the standard. Understanding that black is clearly the standard. That y'all want. And in essence, all that's saying to me, your white supremacy is just a delusion of actual inferiority. And you didn't hear that from me. You said it. You clarified, you see. So my dear, enjoy the braids, because actually this video isn't for you, babe. It's for other black people. You hear loud and clear when they say unity and want to come to the cookout. This message is
Me to wrap up this video here. Leave your thoughts in the comment section. It interacts. I want to hear more. I'm not convinced totally, but yeah, I had not heard that next perspective. The last one I've just heard, and I don't know what you think. Leave me your thoughts kindly, and also don't forget to subscribe and also share the video. Like the video kindly. Give me a like. Thank you.